There's a Bible verse that has been sitting heavy on my heart lately. The borrower is a slave to the lender. This is a Bible verse we talked about a lot heavily when we took the Dave Ramsey Financial Peace course. My husband and I took that class through our church, and it literally changed the trajectory for our finances. Because when I look back at our debt season, slave feels accurate. Because debt dictates the decisions that we make. It influences where we work, how much we could risk, how much rest you can take, what you can say yes to or no to. And even when you're not thinking about it, it's right there. I understand now that there's good debt and there's bad debt. But the truth is, most people are in bad debt. Slavery doesn't always feel dramatic. Sometimes it just looks like limited options. It looks like staying at a job longer than you need to. And sometimes it's saying yes to pressure, like working longer hours, just because you feel like you have no other choice. This verse isn't about guilt. It's about being more aware. Being in debt creates an obligation. And when you're obligated to something, it limits your freedom. I understand not all debt is bad, and not all borrowing is reckless. In our society, sometimes it is needed. But the truth is, at the end of the day, the principle still stands regardless. Owing a bank, a company, other people, it changes your posture. You move differently, you decide differently, you tolerate differently. And that realization has shifted something in me. We stopped viewing debt as normal, and we started viewing freedom as spiritual stewardship. It's not just about financial progress. It's about freedom to give, freedom to pivot when you have to, freedom to rest, freedom to obey when God calls us somewhere uncomfortable. Because it's hard to move boldly when you're financially bound. So now, before making any decisions, we kind of think things through. Is it going to increase our freedom, or is this going to increase our obligation? Now, this verse isn't meant to condemn. I understand it is hard not to carry some type of debt, whether it is purchasing a house, car, or like me, starting a business. But I just want us to remember, debt is usually heavier than it looks, but freedom, it's so much more valuable than it costs. And for us, little by little, we're choosing freedom.